and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today we are playing... I don't know, what is this? I'm confused. This deck just is. This is a Gates Lich's Mastery combo deck. It features the interaction between Archway Angel, gaining life for each 2 life for each gate you control, and Lich's Mastery, which draws a card every time you gain life. So, if anything goes according to plan, you may see me draw an insane amount of cards. So much so that when I draw that many cards, the discard step alone takes forever and creates true analysis paralysis. So I added a Nezahal Primal Tide because you have no maximum hand size, and it works as a win con, just beating the opponent to death with Nezi. However, we do not stop there. Once we have drawn so many cards, now what do we do with them all? We can play Chance for Glory with Lich's Mastery, which gives us an extra turn. We can use Mirari Conjecture to get back the Chance for Glory to do it again. We can use Mastermind's Acquisition to go outside the game and do all kinds of things. Nature's Spiral can team up with Mirari Conjecture to create endless Mirari Conjectures, which creates endless Mastermind and Chance for Glory moments. And there's also some utility in here, but there's also some alternate win cons, like Smothering Tithe, Revel in Riches, and Emergency Powers, to make a whole bunch of treasures, reshuffle our deck, and then win on our following upkeep. There's a Niv Mizzet, which is kind of the easy mode way to win the game. There's a few utility spells, but holding it together is Omniscience to play everything for free. This deck, you've got to see it. I really don't want to sit here talking about it for too long, because at some point it doesn't matter until you see it. The rest of the deck is designed around ramping, killing everything with Gates Ablaze or Settle the Wreckage, which they normally don't expect. Guild Summit draws some stuff, and otherwise you just need a ton of mana to make it work. And then we have, just in the mana base, the Flurry of Gates. Everything is a gate except for 4 Plaza of Harmony. Not even another basic land. Now, honestly, because Open the Gates can get a basic land, and sometimes you want to set up a turn 3 play, I should have a basic land. I should have a basic land. Just so, because sometimes you just want that untapped land. So, whatever. A forest. There. Fine. I'm sure that's more technically correct. Alright, but the rest are gates and a Plaza of Harmony. Alright. Let's go see what happens. I will not get salty when red kills me on turn 4. I will not get salty when red kills me on turn 4. I will... Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you there. Anyway, let's go. We're going to keep this hand and see what happens. Vicious Rumors. That's just about as no fun as it can get. So, what's the discard? We definitely want to Growth Spiral Guild Summit, and probably every gate is a part of that. I'm going to drop off Settle the Wreckage. If our opponent is playing that card, they might be playing other discard cards anyway, which makes Settle very bad. And the lands, if I get to cast my Guild Summit, turn into other things. Alright, that is not a turn 2 Thought Erasure. We are blessed. Let's play our Gateway Plaza, which produces any color of mana. And next turn, hopefully resolve this Guild Summit. Disinformation campaign. That's fine. So let's drop off, I guess, a gate here. Which one? I guess the Simic one, because we already have one. And there's 3 life, and there's the Summit. So our opponent on some very discard-focused deck, just going after hand, left and right. The Guild Summit will make it so that there is a steady stream of cards, so it's up to them to pressure us. So what do you think? Do they plan to counter our spells? I would assume that that's a big part of the game plan. Whisper Agent. A 3/2 flash surveil in response to the guild summit. Interesting. Alright, that gets back to campaign. We get another land. While my opponent's tapped out, I'm going to use the spiral now. Another summit. This could get funky. So here's another guild gate, another card, another draw. Wow. We has the gates. We has all the gates in this hand. The campaign is doing its thing. Do I need a plaza? You always kind of need a plaza with these decks. Life gain is important. Not only that, you can play Lich's Mastery and play a plaza the same turn to draw 3 cards. I've had plenty of control decks let the Lich's Mastery resolve because they're like, I'll just counter the life gain spells. And then you play a few plazas and they're like, ugh, not cool. So this turn is a Guild Summit, part 2. Tapping these gates to draw cards, then drawing 2 cards for each gate. Now, does the opponent have the best gate of all? Negate. They have a blink of an eye. Okay, I guess. Fine with me. Doesn't slow us down that much, and there's another summit. They just keep on coming. So we are on the path. Our opponent will have to do a better job taking away our cards in that. Divest. Down goes the angel. Our opponent loves hitting the hand. And I get a lot of requests for, can you make a discard deck that's competitive? That's called a Thought Erasure deck, and Esper Control does that, Esper Midrange does that, and both of those can also play Disinformation Campaign in some builds. But when you start getting into Divest and Vicious Rumors, well, your quality of cards starts falling rapidly. Sorry to break it to the fans out there of those archetypes. So, I think this is just summit, summit, summit. Just spam the summit so much. In fact, I'm going to get them all out of my hand because the main problem you run into is with a discard deck is they take them back out of the hand with the discard effects. But as long as they're on the battlefield, there's not much the opponent can do. So now we have Lich's Mastery in hand. We have to hope to make it through the turn without this getting taken from us by Duress or Thought Erasure. And, yep, this discard 1 card a turn when each land draws us 3 is not going to work out in the long run. We're not at a stage of the game where I think that Open the Gates is useful. By the way, why do I play Open the Gates when plenty of people don't? In this deck, with Lich's Mastery, each Open the Gates is a card in the graveyard and a card in the hand later to be on the battlefield, which is more permanence for Lich's Mastery. It's the same philosophy of using Evolving Wilds in a deck with a Lich's Mastery that we used in previous formats. So, are you ready? I can't hear you. Are you ready? Let's get crazy. There's Lich's Mastery. This is 3 life from Plaza of Harmony. Let's draw 3 cards. And then I'm going to save Growth Spiral Guildgate for my opponent's turn. We'll do it on their upkeep. And I'll discard 1 card this turn, which can probably be a gate, as I'm sure we'll find more. There will be many more gates. Gates for days. So we'll do this on the upkeep. If the opponent wants to counter it, they have to do it before their draw step. They haven't had a counter yet, so I'm confident they don't have one now. And I definitely want that draw 3. And then we'll pass. So yeah, when to do the upkeep effect. When you think your opponent would respond with something like a counter spell and you don't want them to draw it off the top. When an opponent's top deck could make a big difference. Or you just want them to use their mana without that information. Alright, so once we get punched and we have a Lich's Mastery on the field, we have to exile cards from our graveyard, or our hand, or the battlefield, rather than take damage. Well, and take damage, but you don't lose if you get to 0. This card is freaking weird. Let me just put that out there. This card is Bizarro World. Oh, Vicious Rumors. Another Open the Gates can go. Another Angel in the graveyard. Oh no. Whatever will I do? And then let's exile that. So we've got so Chance for Glory says you take an extra turn if at the end of that turn you lose the game. This says you can't lose the game. So this is a bonus turn. So let's see if we get our bonus turn here. And then if we do, what am I doing? I should probably go get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can go get Omniscience. All right, so bonus turn. It worked. Outside the game. It worked. All right, I'm going to try to play fast without explaining what I'm doing very much because I don't want my opponent to leave. I do not want them to concede. I want to get to play out the combo for all of you and play out the absolute Dirtle Fest. So I'm going to play quickly without actually being able to explain the whole thing. Please be tolerant of me during this time. But the idea here, we're just going to draw our frickin' deck and then play everything. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't even know if those are the right discards. All right, Omniscience. Everything goes for free. Nezahal, the Primal Tide. Roar. No maximum hand size. Let's go ahead and draw up some cards. Oh, I should have Guild Summoned first. Like I said, probably not going to play perfectly here. Alright, what is there? 19 cards here. So this is the part where we get back and recast Chance for Glory because we're about to lose our turn. So let's go outside the game. Let's go ahead and get a Mirari Conjecture. Play it for 0. Get back Chance for Glory. And just when you thought that Nexus was banned and it was safe and nobody would ever take all your turns again. Don't worry, opponent. I don't want all the turns. I want just enough. Let's play the Gift of Paradise. It's a draw 3 now because of Lich's Mastery. Circuitous Route is a draw 6 if we still have gates in our deck. Which maybe we do. I don't know. But let's go find out. 1, 2. All right. Draw it up. There's the Angel. And I'm going to, let's see. I guess this is draw my deck, which I may as well do now. There's only 8 cards left, but it will work. Ta-da! Let's go Conjecture. And this can get back the Chance for Glory again. And then the next turn, we has 2 Masterminds acquisitions, so we can go set up our combo kill. End turn. All right, trigger. Get back Mastermind. Get back Mastermind. All right, let's go to outside the game. And I'm going to go get Emergency Powers, but I'm not going to, well, go get Revel in Riches. We don't have to do it this way, but to me, this is the fun way. And then we'll go, like anybody who sticks it out to see the weird win cons, this is what I play. And we have another turn after this one. Keep him, the no maximum hand size is because of Nezahal. A lot of people forget that ability of Nezahal. I've mentioned it a few times, but I know from reading YouTube comments that I'm probably going to get it mentioned again. It's Nezahal. All right, outside the game. With Conjectures, we get like triple Mastermind here. So let's go get Smothering Tithe. Let's go get Emergency Powers. And let's go get another Chance for Glory. So we'll play Chance for Glory for more turns. I would like to thank this opponent in advance for letting me do my combo. It's very nice of them. Smothering Tithe. Emergency Powers. In triplicate, so this is going to be absolutely wild. So they draw 7, I draw 7. Whenever I draw, they have to pay or I get treasures. I hope they know the Resolve All button. Please hit the Resolve All button. It's this nice little button that you can hit right here, so you don't have to click through absolutely every single one. I'm going to feel really bad at how many times they have to click it if they don't find the Resolve All button. Also, you can do things like hold priority in each of these cycles and cast more Chance for Glories. I don't think that's necessary here and would be kind of BM-y. I'm just going to point it out as an option. If you draw an instant, you can play it between these triggers with this going off. Alright, card with converted mana cost 7 or less will put you out there. I don't have anything in the graveyard. It's fine. So we could also keep going off with Gift of Paradise, drawing pretty much our whole deck again, which is really fun to see. If we hit like an Archway Angel, that's very fun. However, I'm going to pass the turn. We're going to go ahead and crush it here with the combo. We still have turn stockpiled with Chance for Glory, and Revel in Riches wins the game. Yes, we could have also Banefired. Yes, we could also Niv. But that is my kind of flashy way of doing it. This opening hand is pretty sweet. We can open the gates for a blue source. We probably want blue and white to have all the mana available. And then Growth Spiral, Guild Summits. It doesn't have the keys to beating an aggressive deck. Right as I say that. It's a bit of a problem. We're going to play this in case we do find a Gates Ablaze on time. Maybe I'm going to need the basic forest with this. Maybe I just don't have the time. Because Gift of Paradise can fix up my mana. So yeah, this is going to be one of those cases where I need to tutor up the basic forest. What does having a black mana do? Not that much. And this is so I can play Gift of Paradise on time. Yep, being against red on the draw, I would say we're probably immediately in a sad and unfavored position. Down to 11. Ooh, that draw. Let's do it. That's the top deck, my friends. That's what we needed really badly to have a chance. I'm not asking for much, just a chance. Also, Plaza of Harmony is so big in this matchup. If we can draw that, it would be very wonderful. All right, here we go. A little bit of life gain to counteract what what's sure to be a little bit of burn spell. Zap. Heal. 5 mana next turn. If we live long enough to play Circuitous Route and Archway Angel, I'll feel a lot better. Down to 5. Mountain. Yes. Okay. Our opponent could still have 2 burn spells for next turn, but let's make him have it. Right now, there's not really much we can do. But the more life we gain, the better we are. I'll get the Plaza because I can pay 1 mana. I have a spare mana this turn. Other than that, I don't have a lot of needs because of the Gift of Paradise. I may as well have a natural blue. All right, cross those fingers, please. I'm just asking you, universe, for one more turn. One more Whittle turn. RIP. Yeah, we're on the draw again. For against red again. This time we have a few more tools. Like I said, Plaza's a big deal. Alright, well, it looks like we are not against red. Looks like we are against a mid-range deck, which I believe is where we want to be in life. A mid-range deck with manual taps, a real pro gamer. So I could open the gates and go get a forest so that I can Gift of Paradise on time. I don't hate that. But I still have Plaza of Harmony to do that if I wish, so let's not. And let's see what our opponent plays. I may just want to Gates Ablaze this Incubation Druid and such. An early Vivian Reed can be a real pain in the butt for the deck. It's one of the ways that the deck can run you over. Okay, but with a Wild Growth Walker, I don't think I really want to do that. So if I just play a gate and fetch a gate, though, I'm kind of falling behind on the gate thing anyway, but oh well. Let's gain the life. Let's gift. All our lands produce all the colors, which is so fun. Up to 26. Is it an early Vivian Reed, as I feared? The opponent could also grow that Incubation Druid, just to have a stronger threat and more mana. Bigger Hydroid Crassus. Right now what our hand is missing is a way to draw cards. Something like a Guild Summit, or a Mastery, or Mastermind's Acquisition, or a Mirari Conjecture. Just something to start getting into the deck. Okay. Yep, draw 2 lands. I like that. I think we would have seen a Vivian there if there was one. You can't always tell, but probably. So, let's play... make one of our lands that produces 5 colors produce 5 more colors. Or we could enchant a new Guild Gate with it, which, you know, why not? We're not using the mana this turn anyway, and we can open the freaking gates. And let's go get a gate. And I don't think it matters since all of our gates produce 5 colors, so I'll get this one. But we only have 3 gates on the field, and there's 5 toughness on that walker. But next turn we can cast double Gates Ablaze, which would go for 8 total damage. Incubation's coming in, so I imagine that's a pump of Incubation Druid. Alright, well there's a card I don't think they will see coming. Let's see what happens when I pass the turn with my mana open. They'll either play out more stuff for me to Gates Ablaze, or draw Vivian, which is annoying, which is the bad play for me. What's bad for me is any Planeswalker, anything that's not a creature, or they'll attack me again and I'll settle them. Ooh. Well, looks like you plan to play out something, so I'll just take the damage. We can certainly heal a lot, and this isn't that much of a burn deck. So here comes Mega Crassus, I bet. Oh. Well, that's depressing, isn't it? And our opponent probably just drew that.
The wilds are my shield.
Alright, another Wild Growth Walker. Would you like to cast that Wild Growth Walker? What are we on? We're on 4 gates, so we're looking for 5. Double Planeswalker? So you had those and didn't do them last turn. Okay.
I advise.
Alright. Well, I appreciate it.
The choices we make.
You can have the Shock Land. Plaza of Harmony. There's land. There's gate number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we can blaze them out. And say go. We're just trying to draw the right stuff.
I've seen things that would break someone like you.
Okay, more land.
Good choice.
You can have Vivian number 2. So there's a Star of Extinction and an Immortal Sun in our sideboard if we can draw Mastermind's Acquisition. We're on 8 mana. Could be 9. If that's all you got, I'm a happy guy. Oh my goodness, the flood is getting very, very frustrating. And the fact that our opponent on them manual tap full controls takes about twice as long on a turn as even a slowpoke like me. Even my slow butt is faster than this. Wild Growth Walker number 2. Branch Walker. Find Finality on top of the deck. Find Finality stays on top of the deck. Wild Growth Walker attacks. Did we already do our Karn thing? I don't remember doing a Karn thing. But who knows? Forget what turn it is. Forget how long I've been here. So Vivian Reed's Emblem is a big pain, but it doesn't get around Settle the Wreckage, which is why I'm not that scared yet.
Your patience is rewarded.
Karn will get a Branch Walker. Well, you already know what you want on top, so this is just to buff your wild growths. Okay. Or just save it till next turn. The flood is real. We Gates Ablaze now because next turn we won't be able to because of Vivian.
Nothing stands before nature.
Yay! Vivian Emblem. Karn Struct.
There is great power in the things we make.
Find some dorks. Wild Growth Walker is back. Jade Light Ranger. I'd like to take this moment to remind you about the glory of 2x speed. And remember, if you find me or my opponent to be at a pace that is not to your, I guess I would call it 2019 sensibilities, 2019 expectations, there is the 2x speed button. Click on them gears, select 2x speed. Ta-da! Although I could hold this. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This can be 11. This can be 12. If we draw Lich's Mastery off the top, we can Archway Angel. I think I'll just wait one more turn and see if I draw Lich's Mastery off the top. And now we'll see how long... oh yeah, look at you. Get in there. Settle that wreckage. The perfect draw would be Lich's Mastery. If we draw Lich's Mastery here, that would be amazing. Another Construct. Another Vivian Reed.
Balance. How this thing goes is up to you, pal.
Another Llanowar Elf. If there are Hydroid Crassus in this deck, they must be buried on the bottom. Our opponent's activated Vivian Reed 4 times. We haven't seen one. Another Branch Walker. Maybe it's a mythic thing that they don't have the mythic wild cards for it. But then what are they doing with blue? Well, that's about as depressing as it gets. Let's have a look in this deck at all the cards we can't seem to draw. Mastery, Guild Summit would be boss, Mastermind's Acquisition. Oh wow. Alright, that tour of sadness over with. Let's play this Archway Angel and buy more time.
Oh, Say hello to my little friend.
Hello, little friend.
No one said restoration was painless.
It's not. It's very, very painful. I'm about to feel this pain.
I will fight for my friends.
Look at you fighting for your buddies. Just here talking to the planeswalkers. Got nothing else to do. Gate. 5, 10, 20. Alright. Good game. The attack is lethal. We drew a bajillion lands and about 6-ish spells. I don't think I can hitch my wagon to this one. Alright. It's a little better. It's a little better. I can keep that. Alright, please don't be mono blue. Actually, blue in general is just really bad. Any spell pierce in the whole deck can absolutely tilt the game. Let's try for opening these here gates. That resolves. Alright, so we don't have blue and we don't have white, which makes this a pretty good grab. And it still plays Growth Spiral if we top deck that. So, there we go. Three mana Tempest Djinn. Run it out. That's what you gotta do. Alright. I'll gain my life. I'll have my guild summit down. Just want to resolve that now while we can. Try to draw some bonus cards and buy some time. That's about all you can do. I have beat mono blue, but it often involves ramping into Nezahal. For the most part, their cards are just much more efficient than yours. I mean, for the most part, how about 100% of their cards are more efficient than yours? Let's see. Any reason? I guess having a red source online. Just so we can quadruple Gates Ablaze. We'll just draw all the Gates Ablaze. And we'll gift. Opponent might spell pierce this. Okay. Cool. I guess. Terramander joins the party. So what are all these cards? Hopefully it's a million like essence captures and dive downs. So that we can beat it with sweepers. But for the most part for now, we just need to ramp and keep ramping. And drawing cards, of course. Trying to build up a hand that can compete. How are we on spells? There's only 2 there. This isn't growing quite yet. Let's go for a root. I wouldn't be surprised if these draw counter spells. It's really hard to compete with. Okay, that's also a play that one can make. Let's grab the Plaza because we're not going to use the mana otherwise, and otherwise I don't think it matters very much what I get. So what plays the most sweepers? White and red. Just to make sure we can play multiples in a turn, but I think we have enough mana that it doesn't matter. We also have no sweepers yet. It's making it hard. If you tap out... Okay, you only left 1 mana. How many gates do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, Gates of Blaze doesn't quite do it then, does it? Shoot. So I can't quite get around a dive down with the Gates of Blaze. How about Nova? If I do 4, I can go get Cleansing Nova out of the sideboard. If the opponent has a Spell Pierce, I'd lose, but they would have played it last turn. So, outside the game. So they would have had to have top decked the Spell Pierce. Let's see if they did. All right. Good read, good read. Darn it. So I don't have an instant in my yard, which is one of the things about this deck. The conjecture in the main deck doesn't always line up the way you need it to, which is pretty frustrating. If I go for the Gift of Paradise and it gets countered, that's very bad. Let's go for the Guild Summit and just see if the opponent will counter this. Then that leaves us 6 mana. Alright, that resolved. I guess, well, I don't think I want to draw cards. I mean, I want to. So I have to gain life here with this Gift of Paradise to see another turn. I could try drawing a few cards to see more, but if this gets countered, I lost already. And I'm going to see another turn with the Simic Guildgate, so I'm just going to decline. So let's see this card. Hopefully it does something useful. Hopefully. Growth Spiral. Kinda. Let's play Gift of Paradise. Resolves. Opponent is very light on interaction for my deck right now. They can win with land Curious Obsession or double Curious Obsession. Do I want to tap out and go for a root then? Or do I want to go for Spiral? Both draw 2 cards. One leaves up just this possibility that I have something. I guess I'll bluff a something. We could also always draw a Plaza of Harmony with the Growth Spiral. 8. Alright, it's all up to you. Not a Plaza of Harmony. And that is going to be Xaxes. Well, not the showing I hope for. Never quite is when you are on the draw in pretty much all of your games, but variants will do that to you. Don't get discouraged. And we got to see the deck do its thing in one game. I think I'll go try one bonus game for you. I would also like to say, well, wait until we're in a game, because this part probably gets cut. I guess if I draw a land, I can root, so I'll keep it. And we're on the play, so I'll keep it. We're playing against Cetera. He did it all for the glory of love. Little old music references for some of you. And there's a Plaza without life gain that feels the worst. My heart is breaking. My deck wants a 1 mana draw 2. Why don't I get 1 mana draw 2? Alright. Fanatical Firebrand. So, I think what I'll do is search up a second gate and play second Plaza rather than Gift of Paradise here. And we'll go get a gate that produces some red. Am I playing? Let's see. If I get that, then I have 2 mana. If I have 2 mana, I'm not doing anything else. So if I'm not doing anything else, I may as well get the Gateway Plaza. Okay. And pay the 1. So now we're going into 4 mana. Ouch. Ouch. I guess risk factor isn't happening. I couldn't be happier. So, here's 3 life. Do I go get more gates or do I blow things up? I blow things up here, right? Yeah. Take as little creature damage as possible. That's how you get there against red. Hoolalale. Alright, off the top, another gate. I think I can take single bump from a Steamkin, though. I think I can. Let's go ahead and root up. We'll get one of you. I don't think it really matters what we get with our 3 lands that produce pretty much any color at all. So, just get the most popular ones. One damage. Alright. Stage is lit. Land is found. There's probably multiple risk factors coming at me soon. That's not going to feel nice. We're going to have to draw an Archway Angel. There's a guild summit that can really help with the cause. Let's start with party over here. And over here. Not that it, like, we put an enabler of 5 colors on a 5-color land. Feels silly, but we could have manually tapped our way through it. But honestly, at this point, the mana base is so perfect, it does not matter. It really doesn't matter. Bayashino, shoot you down. I could work on assembling the combo with the Mastermind. Let's just do a summit, though, and draw bajillions. So we want blue, and we want blue from the non-gate lands, so that we can draw cards with the rest of the gates. All right, excellent. Man, seeing all those cards with Guild Summit always feels good. In Duels of the Planeswalkers, I always loved the Nissa emblem. The Nissa Vital Force emblem let you draw a card whenever you played a land. Made me so happy. Wow, am I going to die from 17 life? I might. This is absurd. Okay, not dead, but definitely not feeling good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can search for Lich's Mastery. We can chance for Glory. Then we can play Lich's Mastery. Then we can play Plaza of Harmony, draw 3. Alright, let's do this. Oops. I picked outside, not inside. I was supposed to pick inside the game. Pay more attention, CGB. What the heck is your problem? So, how do I fix that? I guess I get a Mirari Conjecture, and we get that back and do it again later. But now I have to buy a few extra turns. Well, let's gain 3 life. Let's not mess around with that. We need the life. Now, aside from that, I have 7. Let's do some Gross Spiraling and see what we draw. Wow. And I'm 1 short of playing the Archway Angel. So my priority should be not to die. If I avoid death, I will win. So I should settle the wreckage. I should settle the wreckage, because I think that's the only way I lose. Ki. Strike back. So many bolts. So much face. Alright. So this is also awkward, where on one hand I could play Archway Angel to not die, but if I do that, my opponent will likely concede the game. And if they concede the game, I don't get to do my things. But if they were going to do that, They're gonna do it anyway. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just drive the red mage to tears and sadness. I don't want to lose the game, even if it costs me the combo. I want some moral victory out of all this. Oh, there's the mastery. Alright, then I'm going for the mastery. Or no, I'm going to chance for glory into the mastery, right? That's how it's done? I can't also play... Okay, I'll have another 4 mana, though. I can grow a spiral this turn. Just land, draw, have 1,000,000 mana. Ah, they're leaving anyway. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I hope you enjoyed the Glory of the Gates deck. I didn't have the run in Quick Constructed that I wanted, but I think it's worth knowing that in all of those games, being on the draw with a slow deck, we were about a turn off of having what we needed. Against Golgari, we were flooding. We could have drawn a Guild Summit at any time and won that game. Against Red, they had the perfect draw. We were 1 turn off of going nuts. Against Blue, we almost got there as well, where we were really close to turning the corner. So I think that this deck can do it. You're going to lose some games, but you also win some games in absolutely glorious fashion. Glorious fashion. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, or leave a comment. You can also support the channel on Patreon for special perks. Links are in the description. Our sponsors are HauntedFlower.com and FlipsideGaming.com. Haunted Flower sells officially licensed MTG apparel and accessories, and Flipside Gaming sells MTG cards and supplies. You can save 10% on either site with the promo code CGB, and it supports the channel at the same time. See you next time for another day in the arena. For now, it's me, it's CGB, signing out.